And we're here.
Top 10 franchises.
Boom. You'll still have some honorable mentions here. TMNT, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I love the originals. Not the new one wasn't horrible, but it wasn't great. Michael Bay sucks. Rocky. What?
Yeah.
I don't like Michael Bay. I'm sorry.
Don't hate the player, hate the game.
I don't like him. He ruined your movie.
Look at Bad Boys and Bad Boys 2. You can't hate him for that.
I can hate him for whatever I want.
You can't hate him for that.
Okay, he had a better script in that, and he was working with actual actors and not a lot of CGI crap. Okay, well, you're a Transformer fan. You should be very mad that he took a great franchise and just turned it into a bunch of explosions.
Fucking tanked it. I can't wait till they reboot it.
Yeah, exactly.
But he was ballsy enough to bring something I love to the big screen, which
the first one, we talked about this. I talked about this with TJ yesterday.
First and third one were fine.
First one, good. Fourth one was okay. Third one sucked. Second one was okay.
No, third one was better.
First and fourth were the best. Oh, the third one was
what?
Horrible.
Are you fucking kidding
me? Third one was horrible, dude.
Oh, you're
I'm sorry.
fucking sucking a dick right now.
You're sucking a dick.
I'm not sucking a dick.
You're sucking a dick.
You're sucking a huge black cock.
Rocky. It's not on my list personally. I'm not the hugest Rocky fan. I like Rocky, but it's not in my top 10.
I respect what it did.
Beverly Hills Cop. It's funny. Toy Story we had to throw in here because it is one of the...
You had to throw in there. I decided we were going to do a separate top 10 list just for that.
We will. And it'll probably be on the list for sure.
I would hope so.
It is... The reason why it has to go up there is one of the greatest franchises because they're making a fourth.
Don't give me the Rotten Tomatoes score and justify yourself.
All three of them got over 97 on the Rotten Tomatoes. And the third one was the high, like triple the amount the first one, and the first one was one of the highest grossing animated movies of all time. It's done very well for a kids movie. It holds itself firmly against like adult movies.
I like Madagascar better.
Shrek, I like Shrek better.
Better than Toy Story?
I personally like it better than Toy Story, but I think Toy Story just gets a little more nod for what it's accomplished, I guess.
Longevity,
yeah. That's a good word. Underworld, Mission Impossible. I'm not personally a fan of Mission Impossible too much, but it has held its own. And into Matrix, not so much after the first one. The second one wasn't bad, but it is a decent franchise. So we'll do honorable mentions you want to throw out there?
What do you expect from Bruce Jenner's best friend?
I don't know.
Well, I'm just saying because that chick changed her gender. Like one of the Wachowski brothers is now a chick. And no one was talking about that. I promised myself after what we did last week that I would not get tangential, so I'm not gonna.
Okay. So number 10 for me. You got any honorable mentions you want to throw out there?
I can't even count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Definitely Underworld. The last one, not so much, but for the most part, they've done a fantastic job, especially with, we're going to go 1, 2, -1, 3. Like, they did all right. Can't complain. The Bourne franchise.
That's not a bad one.
Absolutely. They haven't made a bad overall movie, period.
Oceans. The Ocean's 11, Ocean's 12. It's not bad.
13, yeah, they did a pretty good job.
I'm not a fan of them personally.
I can throw that in as an honorable mention. It was fun. It was a good movie time.
Mighty Ducks, if you want to be technical. I liked them as a kid, but
I'll punch Emilio Estevez in the face. Actually, I want to punch Charlie Sheen in the face, but that's for completely different. Actually, I don't want to touch him at all, but that's for entirely different.
I wouldn't touch him with a 10-foot. He's probably got marks on him. People would touch him.
I wouldn't touch him with a 10-foot pole with your dick if someone else was pushing. That's how much I like you, bud.
I appreciate that.
Anyway.
So number 10, we'll go back and forth.
I got Mission Impossible at number 10.
I have Back to the Future at number 10. I like Back to the Future.
I don't hate Back to the Future, but
I just think all three movies, they're all three good in their own way. One, you have the good story going back in the 50s and getting it done. The second one, it's going to the future and going back, screwing up the current timeline and having to go back in the past to fix that. And they did that really well. The second one? And then the third one, you're going all the way back to the Western or the Old West and having to find a way to get yourself back to the future again. So
It was good.
all three were good.
I will not argue that. I was probably going more than 3 movies when I was considering this, other than one franchise.
Okay.
Just I don't know. I just had
Mission Impossible. What do you like?
they're up to 5.
I didn't like the first one. The second one was good. The third one was good.
I didn't hate any of them. Like it was.
I didn't hate them, but
it was a good reason to go to the cinema.
The second one was really action packed compared to the first.
Yeah,
the first one was more like
it was more drama based.
Espionage, a little bit of espionage.
Maybe. Yeah, it was more character pushed, but I don't know. I haven't hated any of them.
Okay,
I haven't hated
number 9.
The Alien franchise.
See, you're more of an Alien fan.
Not including Prometheus. Not including Prometheus. I can't stress that enough. Prometheus was a giant piece of fucking wasted shit garbage. Dear Lord, I feel so bad for Idris Elba for having signed his name onto that gigantic piece of flaming horse shit.
They're coming out with the second one too. So
yeah, I'll see where that goes. I'm not going to judge a second movie based on his first movie because I do really love overall.
I got another one honorable mention that was not thrown in there.
What?
Terminator.
Wow, we are terrible human beings. How do we forget that?
Well, because
the first and second were so amazing.
I thought the second one was better than the first one. The third one was man.
The third and fourth were like, but the fifth
Genesis
one was,
I thought was great.
Fifth one was amazing. Like James Cameron was like, I should have made that movie.
Yeah. That one was good because it got away from it's all about Arnold. No, it's not all about Arnold.
Yeah, we're gonna eat our own shit on that one, kids.
Probably.
No, but the Alien franchise, 1, 2, 3, not so much 4, were overall great movies.
I didn't mind Alien vs Predator. It wasn't bad.
Well, neither did I. And that's part of the reason I included it. It wasn't terrible, but I mean, even if we just subjugated it only to the Sigourney Weaver featuring part of the franchise. The first 3 films, first one was good. The second one was fucking amazing. The third one, standalone by itself, wasn't terrible. And probably good to great. And the fourth one was the one that just fucking...
I got another one that might have been able to throw in there.
What?
Rambo. But I'm not a Rambo fan. I've never seen those movies. So I've seen like the first one and the last one.
Rambo's okay, but Rambo's just the same rehash story fucking over and over again.
So your number 9 was
Alien franchise.
Lethal Weapon. And that will be on number 9. Yeah. I just got more that are more fresh in my mind. So number 9 is Lethal Weapon. I don't even have to explain that. We have a whole
we had an entire
2 segments ago. We had a whole conversation about how much we like that show. It's one of the first real franchises I watched beginning and end as a kid.
Which conversation was that we franchised into that one?
Talking about Star Wars and the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah, we started at Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., went into Star Wars.
And then I had like a thing where it's like choose your best hero or best hero of the 80s. Or
Go back to that conversation, kids.
And you'll hear a lot about that. We both just... That one and another one that's on both of our lists. It is on your list, right? What? With one about it. Yeah. Okay, they're both on our list. So that we both talk in... Those are probably are up there in our top 80s movies. But
yeah, we wax poetically. Oh, there you go.
That'd be
80s movies now.
Indiana Jones, you got... Oh, God,
yeah. No, don't give it
Did we do top 80s?
I guess we're going to now.
We're going to put it on the list.
I'll jot it down after this.
Put it on the list. Your number 9.
I did Alien.
Okay, I'll go ahead and 9. My 8, I have 2 because he got up a good point about 1, so I'm just going to throw it in there. Marvel Cinematic Universe, because as much as I'm a DC fan, Marvel was holding their own. They've built a great foundation for what comic book movies should be, and about telling a elongated story, not making each movie about one thing. It gets complicated that way. And then, if you don't count that, because he doesn't count that, I said Spider-Man. Spider-Man 1, 2, and 3, and then actually the next 2, The Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2 were both pretty good. So I like the original trilogy better too.
I like where they were going, but they stopped. So there's that. But now they're going to start all over again and include Spider-Man and Avengers. So.
Andrew Garfield's a douche.
Tobey Maguire's a fucking douche.
I liked him better than Andrew Garfield.
I liked Andrew Garfield better than Tobey Maguire.
The story was... Andrew
They had a
Garfield.
chance to do a fantastic story with Sam Raimi, but Sam Raimi, for whatever reason, decided to direct himself out of the fucking job. But that's besides the point.
So who's your number 8?
LOTR.
Lord of the Rings.
Yep.
Wow, that was really down your list, but okay.
It was okay. It was a lot of fucking walking.
AKA the Tolkien Middle Earth. Tolkien
Yeah,
Middle Earth.
no, not the Hobbit, the original like Lord of the Rings thing. Yeah, too much. I don't know.
You want to get technical?
The
that's
battle
the
scenes
highest.
were amazing. Like if we were gonna like organize battle scenes in movies, that would be really close to the top.
Which one? Helm's Deep is my favorite battle.
Helm's Deep?
Oh yeah.
The last.
If I have a personal time with that because I have the game Lord of the Rings Middle Earth, Battle for Middle Earth. You play the Battle of Helm's Deep and I absolutely love fighting that battle. So that's why I.
Oh no, you showed me that.
Yeah, I did.
You showed me that. Yeah.
It's awesome.
No, it's good business. I'm not gonna lie. I actually do have Transformers on my list.
That was number 7 for you?
Yes. I can't say a whole lot nice about it, but as a franchise and a moneymaker, it was a brilliant philosophy.
Well, yeah, it's always gonna make money.
I wish it was.
The question is how good are the movies? Is the real question.
First, 1, 3, 4, and 2.
I don't.
That's my
if you
ranking
compared,
of them. But I mean,
if you compared the success, like the Transformers to, let's say, the Marvel Cinematic Universe, the only one that is even close to being okay compared to those movies is the first one. The other 3 don't hold a candle to it.
Well, and I just discussed this like half a second. No, actually, it was a little bit longer. It was like 3.5 minutes ago. That I went with movies that had +3, not 3 movies, +3. So I kind of shot myself in the foot because I left myself out of Iron Man. You know what I mean? I left myself out of a lot of good stuff because I was looking at movies that went longer than 3 movies. There was only one franchise that I considered had to be included, being 3 and under. Period. Like there was no argument, and that's my number 3. Number 2, actually. So
number 7 for me is Star Trek. A lot of movies. They have a good storyline. They're tying really well with the TV shows. TV shows are absolutely amazing, but we're talking about movie franchises in general. The original, I've seen every Star Trek movie. They are good quality, good old-fashioned fun movies to watch, and I'll never get tired of them. So that was your number 7, right?
yeah. So
I'll go to my 6.
Yeah.
Indiana Jones. Those are, except for the new one, which new one wasn't completely horrible, but it wasn't anywhere near what the other 3 were. Raiders of the Lost Ark, I've seen it. I've seen it like 50 times as a kid because that was one of my dad's favorite movies.
Raiders is like, if we ever did our top 10 movies of all time, that's up there. That is up there.
Oh yeah,
like big time up there. It's fantastic.
And then I didn't like Temple of Doom as much. It wasn't horrible, but it wasn't bad. But Last Crusade or the
Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
No, the Last Crusade.
That was a good movie. That was
Great
the
movie.
second best in the end.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely.
Second best.
Yeah.
Temple of Doom rating.
This
much
Temple of
Kingdom
Doom,
of the Crystal Skull.
Temple of Doom was made because they had the
money.
No, they had the name notoriety and the success of Raiders of the Lost Ark. So they made a movie really quickly to capitalize on that money train, and they had to get Kim Basinger?
Basinger.
Yeah, basically her.
That is a Family Guy joke.
And the guy who played
we can't steal that.
The little boy, the little Asian boy,
Kim Jong Un.
Yeah.
No, I'm completely wrong.
Actually, Glenn. Technical, that's actually Glenn.
I think that was disproved, but yes. No, I know where you're going with that, but I think that was disproved.
That it's not him.
Yeah.
I think that was disproved
because I think I looked that up.
There's the kid from Goonies.
I heard it.
It's the kid from Goonies.
Yeah, that is the kid from Goonies.
Okay, I thought that was the same guy.
That is the kid.
But basically the point of that movie was to capitalize on a money train that had been Indiana Jones. And then they went from that and went to Last Crusade and just did an absolutely fantastic job. Sean Connery, OG, man. You're an OG.
If my dad was fucking James Bond, I'd be awesome too. But I'm awesome regardless. So there's that.
What's funny is they're only like 13 years apart in real life. So one played the other's father.
Hey, it works.
Go ahead, man.
It works.
Number 6.
Lethal Weapon.
Nice.
Love it. All 4 movies. They're fantastic. They're fun cop films. They're fun. Actually, I hate to say this. It sounds kind of weird. Family films.
Yeah.
It really does. That's the core aspect of those. Like, everyone wants to make fun of Fast and the Furious because Dom's always family, family, family. Guess where you got that from? You got that from Lethal Weapon. Deal with it.
Yeah.
The core of those
The familiarity too.
is
It's like a long-going sitcom, is what it is.
But
It's like a 4-movie sitcom with like a cop
ass kickery and gun shootery.
and Mel Gibsonry.
And Mel Gibson.
Hey, Colin.
And Danny Glovery.
Number 5, I think we have the same.
Die Hard. Die Hard, the franchise.
It's awesome.
It is what it is.
Except for the last one, not a big fan, but
I don't hate it. Actually, I hate the 4th one more. I hate the 5th one.
I hate the 5th one more. I hate the 4th one.
No, there's that.
I actually like the 4th one a little more than the 3rd one.
He took out Helicopter with the Koch brothers. But I don't know. After the first 3 were amazing. Are we unified on that?
Yeah, I like the 4. I like the first 4 amazing. Just the 5th one was like it's kind of like let's get some money. Let's snag some money from the old.
Let's see how much Bruce Willis can make us before he dies.
Yeah, or before we have to kill this franchise and be done with it.
All right, your turn.
Number 4, Lord of the Rings. We'll throw out the note. I'm actually the Tolkien cinematic universe, which is also the Hobbit.
Yeah,
other than the last Hobbit movie, the Battle of the Five Armies, I thought all these were high class, very, 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 very good movies. Graphics, story, just absolutely fantastic movies. And the series itself is the highest grossing series of all time.
So far.
Or franchise of all time. And that's until Star Wars comes out and blows them all out of the water.
Yeah, but it's going to be done because they're opening up a cinematic universe on that one. So not only are you going to get 7, 8, 9, you're going to get a bunch of
you're going to get Rogue, you're going to get Han Solo, you're going to get Boba Fett.
Boba Fett.
There's so many. There's actually a rumor they're going back to the Old Republic too. That would be awesome.
That's another cinematic experience in and of itself.
Yeah. So that was my number 4. Your number 4?
Fast and the Furious.
Yeah, I'm not a Carsy guy.
Not everyone's thing.
Transporter would be another one. Transporter would be another one. That'd be on.
The last one ruined it for me, but that's the point. Not Transporter 3, but the one they just made. But anyway,
I without Jason Statham.
Yeah, I don't even know why they even bothered. But no, I really like the overall story. Like, they seem to be going another direction completely, but Justin Lin was just like, no, wait, it's there. You just haven't brought it to where it needs to be, and he reins it all in the 4th and the 5th one, and it's like, this is the best. Like, I was just as lost as everyone else was with Tokyo Drift. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I watched that movie and I'm like, why in the fuck is this even part of it? How is it, like, the whole way through the movie, I'm like, how does this have anything to do with anything I've fucking seen thus far? And I was pissed. And then at the very end of it, they throw Dom in there, and I'm like, oh, now I'm interested again. Then 4, 5, 6, 7. Holy shit. Did that franchise redeem itself wholeheartedly and with everything? I think my favorite one is still number 5, but that's besides the point.
Fast 5. What's the last one I made? 6?
7.
7.
Yeah.
5 or 6 are my two of my favorites.
5 was Brazil.
I like Tokyo Drift. The 1 and 2 aren't bad.
Well, I didn't hate it, but like, where are you going with it?
My
like,
least favorite was 4. 4 was the worst to me.
Really?
Yeah. I'm sorry, I did not like number 4.
The second one was my least favorite.
Why?
I just couldn't get behind it. It was just like a vehicle for Paul Walker to push his career. And I just wasn't a fan.
May you rest in peace, by the way.
Yeah, no hate on Paul Walker. Justin Bieber's far better in the grave than he is.
Yeah.
The internet voted. They voted wholeheartedly, and they all agreed on that one.
Your number 3?
I think even Anonymous agree on that one. Rocky. The Rocky franchise.
I have nothing against Rocky. I honestly don't. It's just,
Every movie.
It's not to me. It's not my thing. It's just not. I like Rocky. I will watch them. I watch them all the time. They're just not.
Every movie was good in its own way.
I feel like the third and the fourth one were kind of the same. Because basically you're fighting a bigger, stronger opponent. How you gonna counter that?
I don't know, but
one was you gotta be faster, one was you gotta be tougher and be able to take punches. And Apollo died, so that was part of it too. The fifth one was stupid. I'm sorry, the fifth one was
Rocky's Robot.
Fifth one, Tommy Gunn, Tommy the Machine.
Yeah, I
apparently Creed is very good though.
I'll give you that.
By the way,
I'll give you that. But the sixth one was.
Rocky Balboa was not bad.
It was a good movie. Why not a good movie?
Well, it drug out a while.
Well,
I just thought it drug out a while.
Yeah,
it was a good movie.
Talk about drug out a while. Talk about a Lord of the Rings movie. Drug out a while.
Yeah, but at least there's awesome things to look at. You got sexy elves everywhere and fighting and awesome graphics.
Go on.
Number 3 for me is James Bond. One of the was it Ian Fleming's? Yeah, Ian Fleming. Going off his original book. I think it's an absolutely great. Never stops. It never seems like it's stopping. Daniel Craig just capped off. I'm pretty sure he's done, unless they bring him back and he has to come out of retirement. He just capped off an absolutely amazing run as James Bond.
Yes.
You haven't seen the new one yet, have you?
No, but I'll agree.
When you do, you'll be like, fantastic. That's probably the best one of the last 20 years. I'm serious. That's the best James Bond film in the last 20 years. Casino Royale like the two best of the last 20 years.
It's nothing personal against Bond films. It was just I was going off what was fresh in my memory because usually that makes the best top 10 list.
I go off of films that I've always, like, if I see it, I'm going to watch it. If
I don't do any research.
If a film comes out with the name James Bond, I'll watch it.
I don't do any research for the top 10. It's just top 10 things that pop into my mind when he says a topic or when I look at a topic. That's just what I go off of.
Oh, fair enough.
Not gonna lie.
I just went off what I know I've always watched. I go off a lot of things in my childhood. Watching James Bond, Indiana Jones, and there's a couple other shows, things on here I haven't mentioned yet. Die Hard, Lethal Weapon. I've watched those with my father. I have a memory of watching all those with my father. And he would tell me when they're on. So I would watch them with. I have a lot of memory of watching a lot of westerns too. I don't want to get to that very much, but
we'd be here all night.
Oh yeah, talking about John Wayne and
Clint Eastwood,
Audie Murphy,
westerns, yeah.
Or Dean Martin. He was in a couple.
I have no idea why.
He wasn't bad. And the daughters of or the sons of Katie Elder.
You are on your own.
He was in that one, I think.
You were on your own. The only thing I followed Dean Martin through was Vegas.
Okay, so number 2, is it on me?
Number 2's on you.
Harry Potter. He's never seen it, so he doesn't know whether he likes it or not. I know he throws a lot of shade at the books, but
I drew a line in the sand like, oh my God, what am I, 37? 15 years ago, and I am submitting to the line in the sand. I will read a book
and watch one movie.
A book
and watch one movie,
and then I'll decide whether or not it's appropriate.
You gotta understand, the first movie is for kids. It builds from a kid's story and it maturates.
As long as it's
better than Percy Jackson. It's 10 times better than Percy Jackson.
If it is not as terrible as the second Percy Jackson movie, you may have won me.
Okay.
It has to be better than that.
Because
that is the line in the sand.
Internet, please comment and let me know. Please, if you see this, please leave a comment and verify.
The second Percy Jackson movie was unfucking bearable to my human soul.
Please comment and be like, Chad, don't worry, it is way better than Percy Jackson. It is light years ahead of way better.
Fucking bearable.
It is light years better than Percy Jackson. I promise you. I will state my movie liking reputation on that. It is not only good, but it's not only better than Percy Jackson, but it is one of the
Hangover and I don't, so that's not saying a lot.
You still thought it was funny, you just didn't like it.
Just didn't like it.
Yeah, there's a difference between not liking something. Like I think Rockies are good movies. I just don't personally like those type of movies.
I think Super Troopers was hysterical.
So do I.
Okay.
We agree on that one.
We're not completely lost.
Okay. So number 2, Harry Potter, second highest grossing franchise of all time. Books are amazing. It's just a fantastic. If you watch it, please send a message so I can show him, like, listen, all these people, they agree with me. Harry Potter is way better than Percy Jackson. Percy Jackson just blows out of the water. When I first saw I didn't read Percy Jackson books until I saw the first movie. First movie I saw, I'm like, okay, it's a little watered down version of Harry Potter, but
the first movie got me intrigued. The second movie made me want to just like fucking
and that's why I read the
my
books.
eyeballs out of my head and rip my eardrums out of my head.
That's why I read the books.
I was not thrilled.
I watched Percy Jackson in the theater. I'm like, okay, it's kind of like Harry Potter, but a little watered down, with a little bit Greek mythology.
Did we have this conversation on camera?
We might have.
I don't know. But he brought me the books. I just need to read the fucking books.
And I was like, I'm going to read them. So I read all the books, and I watched the second movie, and I almost fell asleep in theaters. I am not even kidding you. I almost fell asleep.
Fucking theaters. I hated
it. It was bad. Compared, they can fix it, because the third book is third and fourth and fifth are very, very good, and they can make excellent stories out of those. They've kind of already screwed up the story anyway, but I don't want to get too much.
Yeah, well, that's all right.
Number 2 for you.
Thinking of that. Godfather. That is the only 3-movie franchise in my entire stack.
Aliens.
Nope.
4. Which one we had more?
Yeah, LOTR maybe.
Born kinda, if you're not going off of the new one with
Yeah, but that was an honorable mention. Like, honestly, if you wanted to nitpick, it would be Aliens, LOTR. But Godfather is a truly honest, only thing on my list that doesn't have more than 3 movies. It is The Godfather, Part 2, Part 3, that's it. The end of the story. I will acquiesce to such.
Third one isn't as good as the other 2, though.
No, but it was a great overall franchise. It tied America into its mafia heritage, which it was ignoring at the time and did not even want to know about, regardless of all the things that were going on around it. Great movies. Absolutely great movies.
Speaking of Harry Potter.
So we don't even need to look at our list.
Series 1 and 2.
For this last one.
That's all. I'm sold. 1, 2. And we both have the number 1 movie franchise of all time.
Yeah, number 1 and number 5 for whatever reason lined up. Figured that shit out, kids.
But we had a lot of other similar on our list still.
Yeah, just different
variations. Lord of the Rings. What was similar? Lord of the Rings, Lethal Weapon, Die Hard, Star Wars.
Ha! There's your number 1, kids.
Number 1, Star Wars.
Star Wars. Nothing's making more bank than that this year, and nothing has been.
It is already
more overall impressive in theaters.
Most a movie is made opening weekend of a movie was Jurassic World.
Did you check the stat?
I'm gonna check that real quick.
Yeah, make sure we're right. We don't want to be rolling out. 208 million.
I think it's 200. It's either 208 million, 280 million.
No, it's either 208 or 238. Go on.
Well, okay, hold on.
Dead silence.
Okay, well,
baby's hungry too.
This is how good it was. The previous movie that held the record was The Avengers at 103 million. That was the previous one.
You need better after that. Do you have an after that?
Hold on. I had it until it decided to go a weird way. 208 million.
208 million.
208 million. Okay, Star Wars already has over 120 million just in pre-sales.
And they are going to crush that.
They're going to shatter it. If I had the money and I had the time off of work, I would go see it probably 2 or 3 times this weekend. Just to make sure that happens.
So I'm planning on it.
I'm seeing it one time on Sunday, and I'm probably going to see it at least once or twice.
He's going to save virginity for IMAX. I, however, am not so concerned.
You said if you miss out on watching with your father on a Friday or Saturday, because I miss out on watching it on like a Thursday, you said you'd get mad and punch me. That's in another podcast. He's threatened me. I have proof.
No, it's in this podcast. It's just in a separate.
Well, it's in another video for this podcast.
Well, you can punch me all you fucking want. I don't give a shit. I'm tough. You don't get as cocky as I do and being as small as I am without learning to take a fucking hit or 5.
Yeah, everyone always says that to me. Like, you can punch me. I'm like, if I get in a fight with you, you don't have to worry about me punching you. I would just break things. Like, I can just pick people up and just start slamming on the floor or ground until their back completely just fades out. People don't understand that about fighting.
See, and he doesn't like Rocky. He's just like, I must butt you.
That's like, there's a guy, he is actually an ex-friend of mine, he crossed me not too long ago. And he's like, you got the look on your face, so you're going to punch me. I'm like, go ahead. I'm like, dude, if I get in a fight with you, I might punch you a couple times. But it's not about me punching you got to worry about.
It ain't the size of a dog in a fight. It's the size of fighting a dog.
Yeah, but if you can punch me all you want, but I can lift you up and throw you all I want. That's the thing.
I didn't get this fucking cocky by losing
I'm
fights.
not a boxer. I can throw weight around. I've done some MMA training. I've done some boxing, but my forte in fighting any fight would not be that. It's if I get close to you and I get close enough to pick you up and stuff, you're done.
Okay, my arrogant statement of the
week.
week.
I'm not trying to pick a fight with you.
Arrogant statement of the week. I've had a professional weightlifter throw me across the bar twice in the same night because I didn't learn my lesson this first time. And I still got up the second time it came up.
How drunk were you?
Actually, I wasn't that drunk. I won a glass. And it was a glass that was like closer at the top than it was at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
And the goal was to throw a bottle or a golf ball through that glass to win the glass. That same night, I won that glass after he threw me twice. So I wasn't that drunk. I was confident enough to take the shot. So, yeah, I can take a beating.
I'm just telling you, and people don't understand, like, you're just big. Oh, you can't hit me. I'm like, that has nothing to do with hitting you.
No, you're tactful. You're very, wow.
I mean, yeah, if I got on top of you. And
I don't want to say tactful. That sounds fucking stupid. Tactile?
Tacital?
Hey, I don't know. Internet help. No, you got tact about you. You have a tactic about the way you conduct yourself.
This is why
in that awkward circumstance that you were put against the wall, you have a tactic to get yourself out of it. My tactic to get myself out of it is to run my mouth long enough that you're so fucking bored with hearing me.
This is why a long time ago.
And then your aggression takes over and your thought process denies itself. Then I just wear you out. And it works so often.
See, my thing is, a long time ago, me and a friend were wrestling, and I got a little too into it, and I got very aggressive. And I just picked him up and slammed him. Okay. And I learned a long time ago, if you're gonna be, if you haven't noticed by the camera, I'm about 265, 270.
I'm farther away, so I look smaller.
I don't look. How big do I look?
I don't know, $180 maybe.
I'm more than way more than $180, but I always get told I look like about 205, 210, 215, something like that.
Well, I'm looking at us through that. I'll give you a $180 because I'm $155.
I'm a big guy, so I learned a long time ago. I probably shouldn't be that violent. Bad things can happen. I don't want to go to prison, so I mean, that's why I've learned to be as non-violent as possible. But
coming to you,
guy I know said something to a girl that I like, and I was having it out with him. I'm like, dude, you're gonna stop talking to her? And he goes, you look like you're about to punch me. Go ahead and punch me. I can take a hit. I'm like, you don't have to worry about. It's not taking a hit that you got to worry about. Yeah, if I threw a punch, I could probably hit you pretty hard, but that's not what you worry about. Like, I would just pick you up and just slam you down until you're your back literally just would cease to function.
You know a story?
Justin. Yes. Is he like that?
He threw me twice The second time I went through a bar table, got up, walked back over, and said, "Nice throw. You owe me a beer. I can take a hit."
I'm not trying to pick a fight with you. I'm just stating who I am and what I've understood about myself. I'd rather not be that guy.
You better pack a lunch.
I better pack a lunch.
You
better pack a lunch.
You're gonna wear your ass out on me. You're gonna lose, but you're gonna wear your ass out.
You're also in the military, man. I wasn't in the military.
I am also an egregious prick.
You are. You definitely are.
All right, internet. It's been a good time.
Star Wars is #1 franchise on both of our lists. It's amazing.
We'll see you next week. It'll be Christmas week. It'll be Christmas Eve. Tree, maybe some fucking garland, lights, some shit. He's sexting right now. He's sexting.
TJ's asking me about poker. I'm like, no one.
In the front. Poker in the front, liquor in the rear.
Mm-hmm.
That was a Big Johnson's t-shirt. Anyone know what Big Johnson's is? Comment if you don't remember.
Please, just give me a message so I can just assure him that I'm the only one that thinks Harry Potter is really good. And not only that, but way better than Percy Jackson.
I didn't technically say that. I'm just like, the second Percy Jackson movie sucked. And the first Harry Potter movie was like on par with that, and I'm like, all right.
No, all I'm saying is you like the first one.
This has become a completely different.
All I'm saying is you like the first Percy Jackson. Yes, you were like, okay, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, the first Percy Jackson movie.
Harry Potter is way better than that movie. That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
And the whole series is better than that movie. There is not one Harry Potter movie that even comes close to being as bad as that one is. Compared to Harry Potter, that's a bad movie. That's all I'm trying to say. So, that's what I'm trying to say. But, okay. Podcast is done. See ya.